Hey guys, hello, it's Darlene with Chocolate Tour. Happy Friday, TGIF guys, we made it. We made it to the end of the week, yay. So we're gonna end out this week with this fun little postcard type sign. So Santa's like a little letter to Santa. We have a couple other ideas with this too, like an actual letter would be fun. So stay tuned for more, but this is going to be really cute. So it'll say to Santa, the North Pole, and then it's going to have Ranger Delivery, and then North Pole Airmail here. And then the stamp is the one with the tree, and then it's going to have Express because we have to send it Express. If you want to put the from over here and then put like your child's name or grandchild's name, you can do that. I'm not sure. Should I put the from? I probably should. And then just leave it blank. I think I'll do that. So if you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. I'll cut this up in a minute here. I am trying to bring this up on my phone, and it is not showing me that I'm live yet, but I know I am because I see your comments. Isn't that funny? That, oh, there we go. You can see it before I can. Oh, okay, there. Turn the sound down, darling. How is everybody? We made it to Friday. Gosh, I had my doubts sometimes. Sometimes it can be really difficult when you're going through so much, but we made it. Yay! And guess what? I am 100% caught up with all the orders that came in that I don't have a question on. I have one that I have a question on, and as soon as I hear that, I will have that shipping label done. Yay! I'm so excited. It's nice to be caught up again. It took me a while because of everything going on. I will be having like a few little pop-up sales. I've been finding some boxes as I'm cleaning out my room. Been finding some boxes of kits, Chocolate Tour kits. So I will be having a few little pop-up sales here and there, and they will just be. It'll just be a flash sale, and boom, then it'll be over when they're gone. So I'll have a few of those. I think I'll start doing a couple this weekend. Let me pop you up to myself. It is a hot mess Friday. Hello guys, hi. I'm Darlene Brown. I have a itch in my eye. I don't know what's going on. My eye's itchy this morning. So allergy eye. I don't know. How are you guys? I'm an independent designer for Chocolate Tour, and I'm here to do this fun little project. I have on my shirt that says Queen of Everything, which I'm not, but maybe today I am. So fun project, and then kits will be available in the VIP group. The wood cutouts will be available in the Etsy store, Creative Laser Art, the number 4, the letter U. And just so you know, I've been telling you changes are coming soon. They're coming very soon. We were told on our leadership call on Wednesday that it is oh so close. So designers, when all of that starts happening, I will let you know where to go to look and read all of that stuff. You'll get most likely an email with a link that tells you any changes that have been made. They're good changes. These are good changes. Sometimes changes happen in a company. You're like, oh, that wasn't a good thing. It is a good thing for those people that want to be able to advertise their business more. They'll be able to use links for things. It's more on the business end. For people that do wood cutouts, we now will be able to freely do them soon, not yet. I see people posting links out there. You're not allowed to yet. So if you're one of those designers that's posting links to your Etsy store or links to your cutout store, you're not allowed to do that yet. So just so you know. I see people doing it. I'm not doing it till I'm allowed, because you know I'll get that letter from compliance. So I'm gonna follow the rules. I'm gonna follow the rules, guys, all the way until we're told we can make the changes. All right, let me put you down to this project. This is a fun one. I'm so excited. Are you excited for this one? Who has made this one already? Who's made this already? So this is going to look like a postcard. I saw a picture of an old-fashioned postcard. Maybe I can pop it up on my phone here and show you what I sent. Let me see if I have it. I sent it to Tara yesterday, and I said, oh, good. Thank you, Luann. I just got my last answer for questions that I had. I sent it to Tara, and I said I want to do the border on our postcard like this. Let me turn it. So, oh, now you can't see it all. Let me turn it back. So, red, green, all the way around. I wanted to do a border all the way around this postcard, make it look like an actual postcard. You guys, what does this look like? I know. It's this right here. Kind of looks like a little tadpole. Oh. Anyways, it looks like you might be in biology class. Oh goodness. This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited to do this. A lot of stuff is base coated with white, but we just have to be careful about the colors that we're using because, you know, I really haven't seen anybody else doing this yet. So I don't really have ideas of how to do it, but if you've done it, you can kind of help us. So things like this that we have to think about. Yeah, look at things that we have to think about. I'm going to cut this apart and we'll just kind of talk, and then I'm going to see who's here, give you a chance to kind of hop on and say hello, and then I will say hello back so that you know, that's how I know you're here. On Switcher Studios, I don't get to see who's just watching. I have to go directly to Facebook for that. Okay, so all our little pieces. Yep, I'm cutting backwards. It's okay. It's all right. So we have the cute little stamp, but look how it is. So if I want my tree to be green, I'm going to have to paint this green because pay attention to what's going on here. So the background, the tree part, here, the teal part, that's not going to take the chalk paste. So what we have to do in order to make this work correctly, you would have to paint this part green. And I really want it to match all of this, so I'm going to paint it with my pesto. Okay, so we'll make sure we paint this part with pesto so it matches the outside. And just each piece we're going to have to make sure, because see the background, you do this, I want it to be red and then this to be black, so I have to paint this black. So you really have to pay attention. And our little tadpole. Isn't that so funny? Yeah, kind of looks like a little tadpole. That's all I'm going to say. I think that the background, I want it to be black. So I'm going to paint this white so my snowflake stays white, because the teal part will stay the color that it is. So you just have to think about all of those things. And this will be white, and we'll do our stripes. We're going to have to we'll turn the pieces so that the stripes go in the right direction. Okay, so we have to follow the pattern and make it look right. Okay, and I'll try to have it so it joins all the way around. Should I do the from? You guys tell me if I should do the from on there. Oopsie, I cut a little bit too much, but that's okay because you know what I can do. No one's gonna know that I cut it too far. There you go. Okay, so then Santa's there, and then the express. I want the background to be red, and then the words are going to be black, and then from's going to be in black here. Santa, I kind of want Santa to be in red because Santa should be red, right? And then the North Pole can just be black. So you have to really decide all of those things before you start base coating so that you know what colors. These are the colors that's going to come with that, even though, you know, we're going to chalk some things maybe with white, maybe. I don't know. We might not. But I got white out just in case. So black, velvet, pesto, and candy apple are the colors that I chose. Let me go back and see who's here, guys. Who is here? Happy Friday, TGIF, guys. Good morning. Hi, Cheryl. Hello, Laura. Hi, Karen Ross. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. Appreciate it. Hi, Terry. Hi, Julie. Hello, Jill. Good morning. I'm so glad you're finally here. I am here. Yeah. Hi, Janine. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Anita. Hello, Deb. How are you? Are you getting, are you all, I bet you're all unpacked because you're just that way. It takes me a long time. My bag from Africa that has all my goodies in it, that like my little trinkets that I got, it's still out in the garage. Yeah. I haven't unpacked everything. I will. Hi, Karen. Happy Friday. Going to be a busy day. You have your craft show this weekend, don't you? Yay. So excited for you. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Sue. Sue and I got our flight booked for leadership. We're really excited for that. Being proactive and getting that taken care of right away because before the prices go up. So leadership is in January if you are wondering, and if you're close to hitting that, you will be able to go if you get it by a certain time. I think that it's actually through November, might be through December. Anyways, if you're a mentor or above, you get to go to leadership. So hi Lori, hi Audrey, hi Karen West. Good morning, Sandy. Hi Shelly. Yeah, I know, Karen. Yeah, it will make it easier to do some of the business stuff for sure. That shirt is for you, the queen. I don't know, Audrey. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Patty. Karen did last minute checking at 2 a.m. Gosh, I bet you're tired. Hi, Betty. Kimberly says she's gonna have to get a second job. You know what? Just don't worry. You don't have to buy everything right away. They'll be available for a while, so don't stress. Hi, Doris, my sister. Hi, Cindy. And Jill says, do the from. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Chris. Good morning, Sarah, my friend. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Kat. Through December, I need to book. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, through December. Okay, perfect. You need to book. Yay. Okay, that's what I was thinking too, through December, as far as going to leadership. Perfect. Thank you for answering. Sometimes I don't pay attention to all of the details when I should. I have 2 people that qualified, which is exciting. So I have Sue and I have Patty Schaefer that qualified, so that's really exciting. And I would love to have more. If anybody else wants to jump in there on my team and go for it, you can make it. You can. You just have to have certain numbers and certain amount of people on your team, but you can do it. You can do it. All right, let's start. We know what colors we're doing things, so let's start base coating. So I might have to refer back to these as I am painting. Okay, these take apart. It's not all one piece. It's actually easier for me to have it take apart. And we'll also be selling these pieces, including the tadpole, separately. So these pieces right here will also be sold separately. They'll be available from Etsy just by themselves, or you can buy the sign. You could do it like this. You don't have to put this around it. You actually could just chalk this on here or do it on the sides. So there's many options with this. You get to decide those things, guys. Okay, let's do the background first. Let's just grab a piece of wood. A piece of wood. Let's grab one of these. Okay, we're going to paint the background white. I want this to be really a good contrast. I'm not going to use my old standard, my light buttermilk. I'm going to use white. Okay, so it's going to be like bright colors against each other. The white and the red and the green. I even thought about using meadow, but I didn't have meadow in my packets. I have lots of pesto, so we're using pesto. And I think pesto is a good color. A lot of times they would use like bright green back in the day, but I'm going to use pesto, so sometimes you got to use what you got, right? But when you chalk it, you can totally use whatever you have, and there will be options in the VIP group. There goes my stomach growling. we don't have Stubby in here snoring. We just have Darlene's tummy growling. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm trying to get all the lines out. I have a feeling I'm going to need to do 2 coats because white just soaks up really quickly. And yeah, it's looking like 2 coats. Okay, so we'll set this to the side. We'll grab another one of these boards. And this is just tape on here, okay? Deb, you've unpacked, washed everything. You don't have enough clothes on there. Oh, I see. Yeah, you know what? I always get my clothes unpacked and my bathroom bag, but my other stuff kind of just waits. Okay, what did we decide on the black? Okay, so black on that one. On this one, we decided that wanted it to be The words are going to be red. The background could be white so that it really stands out, maybe. I don't know. This one's just chalked onto it. This one needs to be green, and it needs to be green with the pesto. Okay, so green with the pesto. This is going to be white, and it's going to be chalked in black. Yeah, so the snowflake. Okay, so those are those pieces. This is going to be white and chalked in red. Okay, these are all going to be white and chalked in red and green. Okay, I need one more piece of tape here. Where's my tape? Underneath my phone. How's Sebby doing with being the only fur baby? You know what? He is adjusting. He really is adjusting really well. So hi Donna Bragg. Hi Janelle. Okay, he is adjusting. He's kind of spoiled. So he was a pain in the butt last night. So as I was getting ready to go to bed, I went to bed late. I did take a nap yesterday for 2 hours. I did tell people that because I had questions out there. I'm like, sorry, I fell asleep. So I did take a 2-hour nap. At least it wasn't a 6-hour nap. But when I went to bed, he woke up. Yeah, and so he wanted up at like 2 o'clock. So I put him in bed with me, take him out to go potty, put him in bed with me. Okay, I'm chalking it in red. Okay, so my background's going to be black. So my words are going to be black because they're going to stay the color. Okay, I just have to talk through it sometimes. Okay, so this one is black. Okay, all right. And he just wanted up. So he didn't want to go back to bed. He wanted up for some reason. I don't know. And he didn't let me sleep very much. So that was kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, he was kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so the stamp part we're going to do with our pesto because that's the only way that the tree is going to be green. So this little teal area there will be green also. So we're just going to paint it with pesto so it matches. I was going to do it with a darker green, but I think this will be better. I think this will look a lot better with it being the same. Okay, next color, white. I said white for this, I think. White. Oh yeah, we're not doing anything in red that I know of, unless I messed up because we're going to chalk things in red. All right, so everything else is white. I'm double checking. Was I going to do that in white? Maybe black. We'll do it in white. We'll do it in white. He's just a little spoiled. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I don't know. He's out there. Hubby has today off. This is Friday off. I'm doing it on here because it'd be kind of hard to get some on that Santa thing. So I'll just put some here. Yeah, he's out there sitting with Dad right now watching TV. Dad has today off and he'll go spend some time with his brother's family again. So they're down at Mission Beach. They come 1 or 2 times a year and rent a little beach house, beach cottage, and hang out on the beach for a week or so, sometimes 10 days. So he'll go down there and spend time. He was there yesterday, and he said it was cloudy. It was cloudy all day. So because he had his shorts on and everything, and I was thinking, well, did you go in the water? He's like, nope, it was cloudy all day. He really isn't one to go surfing or anything like that. I like to go boogie boarding. I think that's a lot of fun, but I haven't done that for a couple of years. I just haven't had the opportunity. I always like to go snorkeling wherever we vacation out. Snorkeling is always a lot of fun. I love seeing all the fish. You never know what you're going to see when you go snorkeling. Here, when you snorkel, there's not a lot. It's not very exciting here. There's some, but... and I guess for people that haven't been out to any place that has a lot of fish, it would be exciting here. So we did go snorkeling once to La Jolla Cove, and there were more than you would see in other places, I guess. But it's a lot of work to get out there. You have to paddle your little canoe thingy all the way out there. Yeah, it was a lot of work. A lot of work, guys. Okay, and you know what was the worst? Was trying to get back onto that darn thing after you have been in the water and you have been exerting yourself. Yeah, it was a pain in the butt, literally. Okay, let's try this, and then we'll put a second coat, and then we'll start talking. You need a nap soon. You went to bed around 3. Yeah, it's really hard sometimes. When I'm getting ready for craft shows, sometimes my sleep is off. I really try hard the night before the craft show opens to make sure that I get a really good night's sleep. It's always nice when you have a full day to set up a show and then it starts the next day, because you kind of recover a little bit. But I'm telling you, it's hard work. It's nice to have helpers because then you don't have to do everything. But there are some shows where I do have to do it all by myself because the timing just is not right. So, and I will miss having Taylor here when she's gone. So their house is up for sale, so she's just hanging out here until it sells. My son has already moved over to Arizona, and he works 4-day weeks. And yeah, that's what I mean to say, 4 days. He's 4 days on and 3 days off. So he gets home on Thursday evenings, and then has to leave Sunday evening. So at least he has, you know, time with the kids. It's not just her watching them the whole time, because 3 kids and goats. If you add in the goats, I don't know how many goats they have now. I think they might have 6 or 7. I'm not sure. And then dogs, and I think they got rid of their cats. Actually, I think Mother Nature, gosh, it's hard out there. So there's a lot of coyotes and a lot of just, you know, hawks and stuff like that. So having outdoor cats kind of doesn't work out there because they get eaten. Yeah, it's kind of sad. So, and then chickens. So I think their chickens got killed by the neighbor's dog. So they've had lots of animals. I think they're kind of down to just a few, which is nice. Not as many. So let's see, your son-in-law and granddaughter are helping. Yay. You're gonna need toothpicks, hoping to chop. Oh yeah, toothpicks to open your eyes. Okay, so in the Etsy store for the penguin cutouts, does that come with the fabric for the hat? Carrie, no, it doesn't. It's just the wood. So when stuff is on Etsy, it almost always is just the wood pieces. Once in a blue moon, it will come with beads if they have a whole bunch. So the hardest thing is not knowing if you're going to have if you're going to have enough beads for how many people order, because when the orders come in through Etsy, the orders are from many different people. So if you need the fabric, just send me a message. I have extra fabric, and I can just have them tuck a piece of it in there for you. We can arrange for that to happen. You just have to let me know those things. So, and I suppose we could make that an option for them to add that to their store. So, because I do actually have extra fabric. So I could, I'll talk to the people that run that store. Isn't it funny that I still can't say those things, that you're still, yeah, I'm really just kind of talking around the subject, but soon I'll be able to talk openly about all of that without getting in trouble. Yeah, so the people that run the Etsy store, I will talk with them and see what they want to do. Maybe they can have an option to add the fabric and the pom-pom, because we still have quite a few. I got lots of orders from you guys, and all those orders are all except for Luann, who just answered me. I have a question on her order. So everybody else, their order is either packaged and ready to go out, or went out yesterday, or I finished printing. There were 3 shipping labels that I printed this morning. So I'm 100% caught up, aside from Luann's order. that she just sent me the answer to the question that I had, which is great. I'm so excited. It's really exciting to finally see the light at the end of the tunnel when you've been buried and had health issues and all of that. It really is a good thing. Okay, so there's a lot of chalking on this, guys, because the stripes, we're going to have to wash this a couple of times to make it work. Okay, so the stripe one, we'll probably have to wash it 3 times at least. Okay, let's set this aside for a second. Let me get the other piece. And we're going to dry it and get the second coat on that. And then we'll start chalking all the other pieces. Okay, so it's almost dry. So this is the background. Taylor doesn't have a new house yet. They have to wait to sell this one before they can get a new house. She's still living in the other house, Kat. Yeah, so can I tell you the size of the fabric? Yes, I sure can. I can measure it. I can measure it. Yeah, definitely. When I'm done here, I can measure it and add it to I'll add it to the post because some people might need to know that. And Pam, you can send me a message. Tony, feeling stressed. I'm sorry, Tony. So Kat, they are still in their house that has all the acreage. That was our Uncle Ernie's house, and it has 10 acres of land, which is a lot for here. Some of you guys, you're going, 10 acres isn't a lot, isn't that much. But when you're in California, 10 acres is a ton of land because, well, you have to go way out to get that kind of land. Well, here I have like 0.13 of an acre. I don't know. I have very, very little. So, and my house is small. My house is 1,300 square feet. That's not very big to house a business. And then the shop area is 600 feet additional. That's why I say when I have to hold on to orders because someone hasn't paid, I can't do that anymore. There's just not enough room. We need to move those orders out, or it needs to be sold to someone else. So I can usually hold things for a week, but when it comes to a lot of people asking to hold orders, it just doesn't work because there's just not enough room for everything. Yeah, I wish I had a great big yard and all of that. Okay, I'm trying to get this even. I can see lines still, so I'm just going to try to get all those lines out. So what's happening with Taylor? So Taylor's still living in the house with the kiddos, and my son comes home on the weekends and spends time with them. So he's home Thursday night, and then Friday, all day Friday, Saturday, and then leaves Sunday, goes back to his job. And the good thing is she has great security out there. She has dogs, and she has great neighbors to help watch over them, her. So, and you know what? She can hold her own. But I just think it's hard to have the responsibility of all the children. I think that is a hard thing for anybody to have to do all of that. Single moms, it really is a tough job, guys. So, new site. Why did you send sand between layers? Oh, hi Mon, how are you? Because it's rough. Okay, we always sand between layers because when you paint something, it raises the grain on the wood. And if you don't sand, then it's prickly and it's not smooth. Okay, so welcome to my page. If you have questions, just pop them in there. We are always happy to help you and to answer questions. So it's nice and smooth now. Okay, so that's why I sand, because if you don't sand, it's rough, and then your transfer isn't going to adhere tightly to it. You want it to be nice and smooth to do that. Okay, so here is this. Let's just dry it. It's still kind of cool, so that tells me it's not all the way dry, but we're ready to start chalking these pieces. It's going to be so cute. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what it all turns out to look like. I'm hoping that it turns out the way I have it in my head. Sometimes in our head is not exactly the way it's going to turn out, but we're going to try. You know, the only part that I'm really worried about is the border. But that's okay. We're going to take that one step at a time, and hopefully it will look the way I want it to. We want to do it red, green, but we don't know how it's going to end at the end. But we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's start doing some of our chalking. We're going to just take, I want to do this one first. I'm so excited to see what this looks like. So the background, I'm just going to do in white. You're going to line it up, and I'm going to fuzz it. You can use a towel. You can use your t-shirt. I'm going to just stick it onto my shirt and just get a little bit of the fuzz off. A little bit of the sticky off, because they're really sticky when they're brand new. Okay, a way to get this to line up is to just flip that over and just plop it right on there, line it up, and then you can hold it up and make sure that it's right. Okay, so if you hold it up, you can see through it, and you can see, oh, it's a little bit high. Let's move it down just a little bit, and then take another peek. You can use a light box also. It's still high. It's still high. Okay, so move it down just a little bit more. A light box works too. If you have an iPad, they do have an app that, okay, that's good. Okay, so it looks pretty good. I'm not worried if it's not perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to chalk it. The chalk paste is going to go through the silk screen to the surface below. Okay, come back and watch. Okay. Oh, it's only been up. It's only been on the market a very short time. So we're not going to chalk it in green because we painted it green. Yeah, Kat. Things have changed. I don't know in your area, but sales have slowed, and a lot of that has to do with the elections are coming up, and also the interest rates have gone up. So you know that it affects everything. Sometimes something will sell on the first day. The other thing is that it is 1 hour away from everything. So it is out in the desert. It is not close to me. They live an hour away, like you're heading towards Yuma, Arizona. So if you've been in San Diego and you go out the 8, it's out that way. So it's an hour out of town. And a lot of people don't want to live out there. And right on the other side of their property is the border to Mexico. So there's a lot of things that people look at when they look at that property and go, I'm not really sure. But, you know, we loved it because of the fact that it was Uncle Ernie's property. And so it had a lot of memories. So that was what drew us to it. And the fact that my son loves to go and race his quad and his truck and all that around there. There's a track around it. I'm just going to gently pull it off. Look at that. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted it to be like. So there's a little stamp. Okay, we're going to put this onto our backer sheet, and I'll wash this when I'm done. I'll just stick it in the sink and I'll wash it with water. That's all you have to do. It's going to come off, and you can use it again and again and again. So all right, let's do this one. This is the reindeer, so we're going to do it in red. So all of our background area will be red. The reindeer will stay black. The words will stay black. Everything else is going to turn red, and there might be a slight border around it because we tried to do that. So yeah, if you have questions, just pop them in there. If you're new, just say hello and let me know where you're from. And we are happy that you're here. We love having new people. I love being able to teach this to new people because, you know, it's just fun to share crafting ideas with everyone and be able to teach them how easy this really is. Okay, I think I got it. It's not perfect. It isn't perfect on there. Maybe I'll have it upside down. Okay, let's try this again. You know what? There might be a right. There is. Okay, that's what it is. So if you can see, it kind of has, that's why it's not doing it. It has more of a curve at the bottom. And it's still not. I'm just struggling just a little, that's all. I could pull out my light box to really make it easy. Okay, but I just prefer to struggle sometimes. Okay, I'm going to do it in red so that our background is red. The words are going to stay black. My little reindeer is going to stay black. Hoping I got all my air bubbles out. Just grab a squeegee. They're rubbery, so they're bendy. You're just going to spread that. You are silk screening. Basically, you are silk screening. Instead of stenciling where you pounce, 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 you are scraping this chalk paste. It's going through the silk screen to our surface below. Okay, so it's kind of like when they make t-shirts and use silk screen. It is the same concept, just on a smaller scale. Okay, so now I'm going to peel it. We'll see what we have. It might be a little rustic. I did have one little area here at the side where the paint lifted up from this. That's okay. I am not worried about little boo-boos. I am not worried about it not being perfect. We're okay with that. Perfection is overrated, guys. And I'm just going to hold it down while I peel that off. Look at that. How cute is that? That is so darn cute. Oh my gosh. These are turning out to be just the way I want them. That was exactly how I wanted that. So it's always nice to envision things and they turn out the right way. Okay, Express, I want this one to be, should I do it in red or black? Maybe I should do it just in black. You tell me. You tell me. Okay, well, I'm going to do this one in black. I'm going to do our little tadpole in black. So, what's going on? Oh, Kat, your brother is still in bad shape. Got a concussion from the fall. Doing an MRI, watching the heart, but the prayers are working because the COVID test came back negative, so they don't have that in the mix. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm so sorry that he's going through all that, and you guys are too. That is really hard. So, yes, we absolutely will continue to pray for him and you guys. Yeah, it's tough. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's do North Pole in red, and let's do the rest of this in black. We can do that. So what I'll do is I'll just pull out a little detail tool and do the red, and we'll do the rest of that in black. But I need a multi-tool. Where, oh where, I know where they are, because I didn't wash them yesterday. I got a phone call. I have one right here. Let me see. Here's my black one from yesterday. Yeah, I got a phone call as soon as I got done, and I had to get on the phone call. So let me just peel some of that off. Let's just use this one from yesterday. Okay, so we'll do the inside part black, and then we'll do the outside part with red. So just remember, when you're doing this, that you need to make sure that you are... That's going to be really hard to do that red. You know what, guys? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it all in black. Okay, I was going to do red, and I'm like, that's going to be a little bit hard for me to do that. We'll do it all in black. Yeah, I had a phone call, so my transfers from yesterday, they're just sitting here, but they'll be fine. I will wash them, and it will all be okay. You know, I never got back in here after my phone call. I was like, okay, on with the rest of my day. And I went to go to bed last night. I'm like, oh yeah, my transfers are still here. But as long as it's not ink, it will come clean. I have transfers that have sat there for a year, and then I wash them and they're fine. So preferably we like to wash them the same day. I'm just going to grab a little squeegee to do this. Preferably we like to wash things the same day. Okay, but it's not a huge deal if you don't get to it. Did you see that run? If you don't get to it the same day, it will still be fine as long as it's not ink. Okay, gonna peel this up and let's see what we have. I think this is gonna be just fine with the black. And and look at our little snowflake is white. There's a little tiny dot. I'm gonna fix that. Express in black. Yeah, I could do that. Audrey says 72 days till Christmas. Don't tell us that. Yeah. I haven't started yet. It's probably going to be one of those years where I wait. It's hard as the kids get older. All they want is money. Okay, so now that I've done this in this, I'm kind of thinking I want to do this in red because that's a lot of black. Okay, so let's do this in red just to have something in red. So I'm just grabbing some of my chalk paste and spreading it. You don't need a lot. And then I scrape off the excess. It goes back in my jar. Okay, so scrape it clean. That also helps press it through the silk screen. Okay, so then I'm just going to peel it up. Peeling. We're peeling. We're up peeling. And then we're going to do our Santa in red. I missed the edge. Come on, Darlene. Get with it. We're going to do Santa in red, and we will do, we'll do that last, because you know what? We have to line that up. There we go. That looks good. Express. It's red because it's important. It's important. We're going to have to do our stripes. Let's do our stripes next, because we're going to be washing things. So let me move some of these squeegees out of the way. And yeah, I like Express in red because it's important. Okay, I have this one. This is the top. So I'm going to start with the top and make sure that I have everything the way it needs to be. And then my sides, I want to kind of try to have it follow this, but you know what? It's an angle. So if you know what I mean, it's not always going to follow the line. So we're going to just start. We're going to have to wash it a couple of times, like I said, in order to make it work right. And it's not going to join properly on the corners. It just is not. That's, I'm not going to do the very corner one. It's going to be fine though. It will be fine. However it turns out will be absolutely fine. Okay, so this is going to be the longest part. If you want to come back and watch it later, this is going to be the longest part. I'm not going to do that top one. I'm going to do red, and we're just going to do every other one. And we'll have to chalk and pull, chalk and pull, chalk and peel, whatever you want to call it. We're going to chalk and peel along the way. I wish I had my multi-tools. So I'll do about half of it, and I'll peel it up, and then we'll have to dry, and we'll have to continue because it's going to take a little bit. You know, this is the new formula. I'm going to see how far I can get. Let's do that many, and then let's do the green, and then we'll peel probably. So how are you guys? Happy Friday. Anybody have anything exciting going on this weekend? Any exciting plans? I have nothing exciting except for going to see my brother-in-law and his family down at Mission Beach, hang out at the beach for a little bit, and then get ready for my craft show for next weekend. So I set up next Thursday. So I'll be getting some stuff tagged and maybe some kits made. Okay, so I can see that it's starting to dry. And you don't want it to dry on your silk screen. So now you're just going to peel up and then let it just lightly lay back down. Okay, so here's our little stripes. Look how cute that is. Super duper cute. And then we'll just continue. We're just going to let it lay right like that. And we're going to keep going. And just make sure you're doing the right color. Okay. So I'm going to do the top, and then I'll do the sides, and then we'll worry about the bottom. We're going to hope that the bottom all works out in the right order. But it's okay, guys, if it's not perfect, because remember, we don't worry about those things. We can't sweat the small stuff. And like we say quite often, it's all small stuff. Okay, I might be able to lift this up and lay it back down without drying, maybe. I don't know. Without washing it. That's what I'm thinking. I might be able to do this last little area by just moving it, but I'll have to dry the board really quickly. I'll lift the transfer up, I'll dry it, because I don't want to have to wash it too many times, but I do like to show you how to wash it. Okay, so peel this up all the way off, and then we'll dry the board really quickly, and we'll see if we can lay this back down and do the last little area there. Okay, so all right. Hi, Carol. How are you? Audrey, you're done Christmas shopping. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Donna. How are you? Okay, I should have fuzzed it. It has a little bit of the teal on it. We're not going to say anything because, you know what? We don't sweat the small stuff, right? I'll show you what I mean though, because I like you to know. I was talking too much, and I didn't fuzz my transfer. These transfers are super sticky, the new ones. Okay, so they're super sticky. Look at, there's a little bit of teal on there. Yeah, but not gonna worry. Okay, I'm gonna try to just lay this on here so I can get the last couple of these. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay it on top of the red so that I can get the red, or the green red. And then we're going to be off to the next ones. We'll wash this. We'll have to wash it because it is not going to chalk properly if we try to just plop this onto something else. It starts to dry pretty quickly. It's pretty hot here, so yeah, it wouldn't look perfect. It wouldn't look right. Okay, but we're going to wash this and then we can use it again. So I like to be able to show you that part too. Okay, so there we have that. And I could do the very corner over here if I was really worried about it. I could do the very corner, but I just don't think it's going to join together. So should I do it? Maybe I should do it. Let's just do it and we'll see. We'll see how we can join it together. So we'll do the green. My corners, you know what? I'm not too worried about however they turn out because it doesn't have to be a perfect postcard, but we can try. We can try to see if it will actually line up. Okay, so now we need to wash this transfer. Okay, we're gonna move our stuff out of the way. We're gonna wash the transfer really quickly and then we're gonna use it again a couple of times. So this process takes a little bit of effort, but it really doesn't take much time at all. Spray it with water. And then I do have board erasers here that will make it easier and quicker. So I'm going to take my board eraser. I don't always use a board eraser, but we're going to have to wash this a couple of times. Okay, so I'm going to just let my board eraser help me get some of that off. Okay, and then I'll have to wash my board eraser later because it's going to have a lot of stuff on it. Okay, now I'm going to grab a Clorox wipe. I use different methods. Sometimes I just do paper towels, but I know I'm going to have to wash this a couple of times. So I'm going to grab my Clorox wipe and get as much off as possible. And then I'm going to flip this over because I don't want you sitting here all day. I should have chalked some of this ahead of time. But I wanted you to see it. I wanted you to see how to do this. Okay, and we'll see if I can actually make it all line up. It's probably not going to line up perfect, and that's okay. I don't have to have it be perfect, okay? Okay, now I'm going to grab my towel, and we're going to dry it. We are going to dry. Okay, we're going to dry. All right, so I'm just going to stick it right in here, give it a little baby massage. This is going to dry it. That's on the microfiber side, the microfiber, not the towel side, okay? So that's on the microfiber side, and I usually do it twice, just to make sure that it's all done. Okay, and then I'm going to fuzz it because it was really sticky, guys. It was super duper sticky. I'm just going to fuzz it on the towel. And then we're going to go to our next area. We're going to see how is this going to join together. Because next is right like this. And I can't even go like that because it doesn't work. You know what? We're just going to go like this. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Okay, so it's just going to go down. We're going to be absolutely fine, except that there's a hair in there. So let me try to get the hair out. Of course it's my hair. Of course it is. Are you guys shedding too? I think it's just the fall. I'm going to fuzz it one more time. It is super duper sticky, guys. It is. Okay, I'm going to start with red. There's another hair. I'm going to try to line it up and then I'll look at it. Oh my goodness. I just don't believe that. Another hair in there. It's my hair. It's my hair. I think it's the same one. I don't think it ever came out. Okay, I'm going to hold this up to the light and see if we are kind of somewhat lined up. We're not. We're kind of off a little bit. I'm going to kind of pull that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to keep going. So we just have to keep chalking, and it's not going to join perfectly at the corners. That's okay. It doesn't have to be that way. Okay, so this one we probably can do the whole thing, and we'll just get down to here. and it will just be whatever it is, guys. It's not, you know what, in life, we do not have to have everything be perfect. It will be fine. However it turns out, I will be happy with it. And there's other options with this, so you can just do the sides. You don't have to do all of it around it. We knew that this would be a challenge trying to get this to line up. We knew that it may not line up at the corners. I was fine with that. I told Tara it was fine. It didn't have to line up. So I already knew that it would be a challenge. And I already prepared myself for, you know what, it is what it is, right? We don't have to have everything perfect. I can say, okay, you know what, I'm happy with the way it turned out. I don't sweat the small stuff because it's all small stuff, right? So, you know, there's things in life that are so much more important than worrying about your little chalk project. Of course I want it to look nice, but I also, you know what I love is that people know that it's handmade. Okay, so when I used to do ornaments, people would sit there and they would look at the faces, and sometimes they would pick out the one that was perfect for them. And I would tell them they're all different. They are not stamped out in China. They're handmade by me. So every little smile, every little set of eyes, they are all different. Oh, we have some really fun projects coming up. Okay, so I have some projects, and they are not files that we made, but they're cute files that we purchased, and I'm so excited because there's one that actually, the author of it, I have been buying her files for a very long time, so it's kind of interesting that she's still doing files, but she's doing electronic ones now. Okay, so that's the side thing. Gonna wash it again. Gonna wash it on each one. Okay, so wash it and dry it. Make sure you're fuzzing it really well. We are going to be having an issue with that. With gosh, you know, it's just so sticky. It is super sticky. The teal part is wanting to come off. I'm okay with that though. If we need to do anything like inking the edges when it's all done to kind of cover some of that up, we will do that. But I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes the sticky can come off of the back if it's not dry all the way, or the sticky can come off if you haven't fuzzed it a lot. So we're going to make sure that we're fuzzing a lot this time, and I'll see if I'm having that issue again. Okay, if you have questions, just pop them in there. Shedding lots now because of fall and medication. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. This is just a big project. So, okay, let me dry that. I do have to wash in between, but it's good to show you those things. I don't mind because I want you to see exactly how you can wash it. If you are not at your kitchen sink, you can just grab a spray bottle or Clorox wipes. If you're at your craft show, you can just wash them that way. You don't have to have a sink available. You can just spray it. You can use a Clorox wipe. Yeah, you can, there's just many different ways. The board eraser helps take off some of the coloring, the staining, because some colors will stain. All right, some colors will leave a stain on there. It's okay as long as you have, I'm gonna fuzz it several times. It's super sticky still. Okay, we're gonna do this side. We're gonna leave the bottom for last. Okay, it's gonna join together like that, and you know what, that is fine. I'm okay like that. Okay, so this side, I'm like, how is that gonna go? I think what I have to do is actually turn it like that, and because that way it's going with this. Is that gonna be right? You know what? It's gonna join right there, and let's see. Yeah, that's just the way it's gonna be. Okay, perfect. I was just trying to see how it's gonna be. I am going to just do the end like that. Yeah. So it's just a stripe pattern going around it. Let me try to get it a little bit better than that. I'm gonna fuzz it again. I don't know if you can see it's leaving a little bit of a mark. We are going to do some inking on here. This part is going to be a little bit rustic, guys. I'm okay with rustic, but yeah. Okay, let me see if that's lined up. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we'll just continue. We're just going to keep going. So this one, we were able to do the whole thing because this, I'm working pretty quickly, and also the this is the new formula that's been around for a year, but some of my jars are still the old formula that I've had for like 3 years. And I wouldn't do that with the older formula because I would need to chalk and peel, chalk and peel. Okay, so just getting all my stripe pattern on here. I think what I'll do is I'm going to ink these edges before I glue them onto the little postcard, because it's going to be easier for me to do that. One of the reasons I'm going to do that is because some of that teal from my transfer came up onto here. Yeah, it did. That can happen. So just do like I said, just fuzz that transfer really well so that you don't have that issue. Or let your transfer dry in between a little bit instead of rushing it like this. You don't have to rush it. Like I'm washing and then I'm drying and I'm using it right away. You don't have to do that. You can do a section and you can wait, let it dry for 15 minutes while you're doing another part of it, or while you're folding a load of laundry or loading the dishwasher. So you don't have to try to do it as quickly as I'm trying to do it. I think that's part of my problem, and the fact that this last set of transfers is super sticky. So some transfers we said, oh, there's not a lot of stick on them. Nope, this one is like extra sticky. Okay, so that's how that's going to go together. How cute is that? This is going to look really cute. Okay, so now let's wash it one last time, and then we will then we can do the Santa and we can do everything else. So we're getting there. It just takes a little bit of effort. Okay, so it's one step at a time. And I did show you, if you don't want to do this part of it, you don't have to do the stripes all the way around it. There's other options, and I'll show that to you again. Okay, so there's other options to use besides doing the stripes all the way around it. You can just do stripes on the piece of wood on the backer part. So I'll show that to you again when we're putting things together. Do you see all that hair on there? I'm shedding like crazy, so yeah, there's a lot. Okay, FedEx, my package is out for delivery. Yay! That's always exciting. I actually got an Amazon package this morning for a project that we're going to do tomorrow. So that was exciting, something I ordered. I ordered right away because I needed everything. Okay, I'm making sure that all that ink, or not ink, the chalk piece is out of there. The postcard has to go through a sorter, so it has to be kind of rustic. You're right. You're absolutely right. So it's just going to be a little rustic. I am fine with that. Rustic is not a bad thing, especially where I'm from. We have a lot of antiques in this area, a lot of people that collect things like that. So I am absolutely fine with having to ink it and make it rustic. If you have a mistake or you have an oopsie, a lot of times you can take your ink pad and you can make it just look like it was supposed to be that way, right? Okay, so that is my side that is the microfiber. Now I'm going to fuzz it a couple of times. I'm telling you, it is still super duper sticky. I don't know why, it just is. Okay, and there goes my phone. My husband's outside again, just like the other day. And my phone keeps going off. Okay, so that's going to be like that. That's like that. And then we're going to start right here like this. Okay. Okay, and then we'll just do like we did up at the top. We will have to, that is really sticky. Super duper sticky. Super sticky, guys. It's sticking to my fingers. I haven't seen one like that. So most of my transfers are not that sticky. But just letting you know. Okay, I think we'll do this whole piece and then we'll peel it up and we'll dry and we'll move it just like we did on the other one. But we did chalk like part of it and then we peeled. But I'm getting quicker. I'm getting quicker with it. If I had my multi-tool, it'd be even faster. This detail tool isn't quite as fast. And you know what? I don't think this is centered perfectly, but I'm going to be fine with that. I do not have to have it be perfect. Honestly, I don't. Okay, here's my green. So we use pesto and we use candy apple red for our stripes. And I wish that would stop. I have it so that it's not supposed to be making any sound, but it's doing the vibrating thing for some reason. There's lots of exciting things going on. So this will be available over in the Etsy store, Creative Laser Art for You. So you can buy all the pieces, or you can just buy the center pieces. If you just need the center pieces, you don't need the backer and the stripes and all of that. You don't have to get that. You can get just the center parts. Okay, I'm gonna peel this up. Ooh, look at, I'm gonna try to wash that off. I stuck my finger on there, and yeah, this is getting more and more rustic as we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to wash that off. I have a little bit of an area that has red on it. And let's see if we can get that off of there. I stuck my finger on it. Okay, let's dry this and then we'll do the rest of the stripes. I'm just trying to add a little bit of extra touch to it. And if you're worried about things, you know, like there's one that's kind of a boo-boo, you can touch that up with white. I'm not going to worry because I'm going to be inking it. So it's all going to blend together. So now I'm just going to lay this down and try to line it up, and I'll do those the last ones right here. So there's 2 green and 1 red, and then we'll be done with the stripes. Yay! Done with the stripes, and then we'll dry it and we'll ink around it. We're going to grunge it up. Okay, so, and I'll show you the other option, which is an easier option. So I should do a second one at some point so I can show you the easier way without the border. This border was kind of challenging. So you do not have to do the border all the way around it. You could actually paint the border. Okay, this is going to go on here, and I'll wash this after. It is super sticky. Haven't ever had that happen with something, but maybe somebody else has. Maybe. Okay, we're going to dry this really quickly. I'm going to clean up some of my mess so that I don't set my pieces in it, and so I'm not touching everything. Okay, and then we'll ink. We'll ink. Yeah. This is the postcard. The north. It's actually, it could be a letter, not necessarily a postcard, but mine is like a postcard. I wanted it to have the border all the way around it. Okay, I'm drying my hands. I'm going to be inking this part. It's going to go around the sign. Here is the sign. So you could just do the sides, you could just do the sides with the stripes. Okay, so you could just take your transfer, this one, and you could just do the sides. You don't have to do the whole border. If you think that is too much for you, you can just do the sides and save these pieces for something else. Okay, so just thought I would throw that out there to you. We're gonna use this piece in a second. Okay, let's dry this and we'll ink these pieces. I'm not gonna ink any other pieces. I'm just gonna ink the outside. Unless you think should I do everything? Should I ink everything? You guys decide for me. Decide if you think I should ink everything. I do have to do Santa on here. I have to line it up. So make sure we're nice and dry before we try to ink this. Let me know if you think I should ink everything or just this. I'm going to grab my ink pad, and I'm looking for my brown one. This is the one I like, Memento Luxe, and it's Espresso Truffle. Okay, so I'm going to ink the edges. I'm not going to ink here because that's going to join together. I think that I just need to ink here and just make it rustic. Yeah, it needs to be a little rustic because it has some issues going on. You know what? I honestly have not had a transfer act that way before. I'm gonna reach out and ask if there's been any issues with those. Yeah, I've never had a transfer be that sticky before, ever. Ever. I know Sue had some issues with the menorah. Was it the menorah one? With the Hanukkah one? I think that's a menorah. I think she had some issues with that last night or whenever, 2 nights ago when she did it, that it was super sticky on there. Oopsie, now I did the center a little bit. You know what? I'll probably have to go and do the center a little bit on all of these now because I accidentally touched it down there. So I'm just going to do some lines and stuff. It's just going to be super rustic. Okay, that's my way of covering up. See the teal? Some of my transfer came off on there. Okay, I haven't had that happen in a very long time. I don't wax stuff. That would be a way to probably stop that from happening with this transfer. I don't like the feeling or the look of wax on stuff, but I'm liking how this looks. I am loving how rustic this is. I think it is super rustic. The new transfers are super sticky, and even after fuzzing, just ink the edges of the postcard hole. That's what I'm thinking too. Just the edges and like the center of it too. I'll do. Yeah, I've only had that happen with this one. My other ones weren't that bad. So just know that you are going to fuzz the heck out of it. Okay, look at that. I actually really like that. I think that it needed that to kind of make it look old. And if we need to do any of the others, we can do that. We can kind of grunge them up. Okay, so here's what we need to do, guys, because we need to get this on here, and we need to get the alignment for the Santa part. Okay, so that's the biggest part of this whole thing. Everything else can kind of fit around. Look at that. That is looking so fancy. That is looking so fancy. I'm loving it. I am loving this. What time is it? 7:40. I need to hurry. Okay, so this transfer needs to be fuzzed a lot because I don't want it to go onto the thing. Now, the Santa part is going to be done on here. So Santa's going to be here. I'm going to be chalking the 2 and the North Pole right here. And then I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to chalk Santa. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 and the North Pole in black. Okay, I'm going to fuzz this. We're almost done. We just have to glue everything together, but I want to wait to glue it until I have this in place. Okay, I want to make sure that I get this done. I'm going to fuzz the heck out of it. So I'm going to fuzz it 5 times. It is super sticky, guys. I promise you, you need to fuzz it a lot. Your card note transfer is really sticky. Okay, you think the inking pad adds a lot? I do too. I think the ink pad adds a lot. Okay, so I do like to fold my corner down just a little bit so I have something to grab. I'm going to fold both of those down so I can grab on that. And then I'm going to line this up. That is the reason why I wanted to get this in place. Yeah, I can't believe it's almost 8 o'clock. I have to log in at 8, so we have to be done. We have to be done within 15 minutes, guys. Okay, that's going to go right in there like that. Okay, so I just need to do the 2 and the North Pole, and I peel this up and I'll do Santa, and then we'll lay Santa down there. So I'm only making sure that there's no air bubbles right there. We're going to do this part in black. Just plop a little bit of black down there, and then I'm going to grab a new squeegee, or what? No, I had a like, where's my squeegees? Here's a little multi-tool. Okay, so and then, oh yeah, we were going to do the from. We're going to do from up there. So we could use the same, we could use our chalk paste right here if we wanted to. But I'm really concerned about just peeling this up and getting this off of here in time before it starts to dry. So let's do that. Let's peel this up. Let's make sure that we get this up off of here so it doesn't dry on there. Make sure that all your letters are chalked. You can lay it back down. Oopsie, maybe that's that way. so that O is kind of funky. And the H, yeah, you know. Sometimes you have to go over things. Sometimes you just have to fix it manually. Okay, there's that. Okay, so now I am going to not touch the Santa part with the black. Okay, so I'm going to just slide this to the side just a little bit. Let's just get our Santa part in here. Let's move some of these guys. So this is going to be up in this corner. This will be, does that go like that? Oh, it goes like this. Okay, so North Pole. And this is in here somewhere. This is over here somewhere. Okay, so that we can just slide this over. Okay, and we'll start gluing everything together. So this is kind of a long one. I probably should have painted stuff ahead of time. Sorry, guys. Yeah. All right, so these are available in the VIP group. You can get the kit. You'll also be able to get just the cutouts if you just want the cutouts and want to put them on something else. So the cutouts will be available over in the Etsy store, Creative Laser Art for You. That name is at the top. Okay, so it's not over there yet. You have to be patient. You have to be patient because they have to add pictures. So that takes place after I've done the project. So once in a blue moon, a sample is done ahead of time and there's a picture already, but not very often. Okay, so just chalk your Santa color here, your red. Almost done. We're gonna make it. I think hubby's probably left and went on his walk. He goes and walks. He's really good about that. I think it's really different, guys, when you do not work for yourself and you are just off from your job. That time is yours. When you are self-employed, sometimes it's more difficult because you tend to work a little bit harder. But you can just take off time when you need to because of being self-employed. It has its good and its bad. Okay. All right. So let's peel this. Let's peel our Santa. Super cute. Hey, Santa. Hey, Santa. Okay, I'm going to fix that T up there. Sometimes it looks a little rusty. I don't like it that rusty. Okay, so I'm going to grab my little detail tool right here. It has a pointy end. I'm just going to stick this in here and I'm just going to paint that in. Just tap, tap, tap till I fill in what I need to. Nobody's going to know. They're not going to know. So don't tell them. Okay, it's looking really good. Look at that. We just have to do the from. We're at the point where we can start gluing everything together. We just need to do our from up in the corner. If you want to put a child's name in there, you certainly can do that. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to fuzz this on my t-shirt really quick a few times. We're going to set that there. Make sure that we have this lined up, because this is going to go right up in the corner and we're going to do it with our black. So it's going to go right like that. We're going to use our black. We're almost done, guys. This actually does have a lot of chalking on it, but it's so cute. I'm so excited to get this all together and to hang it and have my daughter-in-law come in because she wasn't quite sure about everything. I think it all came together nicely. You know, sometimes you just don't know. And she did have another project. There were 2 projects to choose from that were ready. Actually, there's about 5, but but the ones that I wanted to choose, the other one I need to do a little bit of a modification. Okay, let's dry this and then let's glue together. Okay, so we're gonna dry. If you need to touch up anything, I actually am gonna touch up the H on that. So I'll grab another little detail tool. I don't think anything else needs to be inked. You could if you want to. You can certainly ink anything that you need to. Sorry, this has been long, an hour and 13 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so let me just grab my little detail tool and I'm just gonna touch up the H right here. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to keep going. I don't feel like I need to dry it. We're just going to keep going. We're going to glue together. I do not have my hot glue gun plugged in. I don't want to use hot glue. I want this to glue on here and stay forever. Okay, don't use hot glue in your projects, guys, unless you're using together with your regular glue. Hot glue is not going to last forever, guys. It's going to pop off on you. So when you see people doing that, and even if they're like top people in this company, they don't understand that, and a lot of them don't go and do craft shows. So they don't see their stuff sitting there in the heat. And if you have a customer that puts this on their front door, you don't want it to pop up. I'm going to leave room there so if somebody wants to write from and their name, okay? So let's just, I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just letting you know that sometimes even top people in the company may not be doing everything properly that is going to stay together. I know that hot glue is not going to hold this on there forever. It's going to pop off, okay? You get somewhere where it's hot. I do shows where outside on the porch, it's sometimes over 100 degrees. When you get to an area like that, you don't know that your customer isn't going to move to another area and be out in the heat. You don't know those things. So don't just use hot glue. Fabric, sometimes I will just use hot glue. That's different. The fabric will usually stay there. I did have somebody send a message that where she lives in Nevada, that even hot glue on fabric doesn't work for her, so she uses the fabric, there's a fabric glue. So think about those things when you are gluing your project together, because we want a forever project. We don't want a project that's going to start falling apart and popping apart, okay? So just because you see somebody else doing it that way doesn't mean it's the correct way. I have 37 years of doing craft shows. So some of the people that are showing you those things, they just started doing Chalk Couture, 4 years ago. Okay, so they don't always know. They're not at craft shows. They're just doing their little lives. Just learn from me, who's made all those mistakes. It's funny because I was telling my person that told me that she lives in a really hot area that things would pop off. I told her about a show that I did. It was 113 degrees that day in Pine Valley, California. I'm going to tape my edges so it stays. I think I'll tape it. And it was 113 degrees, and my angels started falling apart. That was my first time. When my kids were little, it was 113 degrees, and my angels, the heads started falling off, their wings started falling off. That was when I first learned that hot glue was not forever. And and then out of the blue, it rained. I mean, it did not just sprinkle. It rained like torrential rain pouring down. I think I want to put that right there, because I think that's really important. Express is right there. And then, yeah, this doesn't really fit down there. I'm going to put the, oopsie, there goes some glue. So out of the blue, it just started raining really hard. And my boxes under my table started floating away. It was so funny. Not really, not really funny. So we all started packing up and left, but 113 degrees and then like a freak rainstorm. Okay, I'm going to tape my edges. You really like this one. I do too. Isn't it super cute? I love how rustic it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to take blue painter's tape, and I'm going to tape that because they're wanting to kind of lift on me. Where's my blue painter's tape? Do I have any here? Oh, here. Okay, I do. Okay, so sometimes I will tape down my edges just so they stay until it dries for like 20 minutes. And by the time that I clean my transfers, then this will be dry enough to take this off. Okay, so I'll just take a couple of pieces of tape and tape that, and then it will stay. You can also just lay something on top of it, but the blue painter's tape is going to keep it from moving. I really love this one. I wanted to do this one when I first got it. I was like, yep, gonna do it. Okay, Tadpole, you stay there. Those of you that know what I'm talking about, oh my gosh. Tara's like, oh, I can't do it like that. And I'm like, yep, that's the shape of it. You have to, that's the shape of it. She's like, but it looks too much like something else. And I'm like, yeah, it looks like a tadpole. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is just gonna hold this in place so that it's not gonna move, okay? So I am just taping the corners so that they don't slide on me. Then we're gonna take our jute, which is here somewhere, right there. And I know, Donna, yeah, yeah, you know what kind of tadpole I'm talking about. Well, there could be kids watching, so I'm just trying to keep it all clean, you know. I don't want to be getting in trouble. Don't want to be getting in trouble. This one is so fun. I really like this one. Oh, guess what, guys? I didn't glue Santa on yet. Sorry, Santa. Let's get you glued on there. That is funny. I would have lifted it up and it would have just fallen. Okay, I don't need to put glue on everything. I just need to put some here, some there, enough to hold it in place. What time is it? 7:54. I have to log in at 8. I have a couple of minutes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so this, I'm going to just carefully lay it down on here. If there's a little bit of glue that goes out to the sides, I am not worried about it because it will just dry clear. Okay. All right. If you wanted to ink everything, you certainly can do that. Yay! I am loving this so much. Okay, just going to get it even there. You can put it however you want to. I think it looks even. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so cute. Even with the blue painter's tape on it, it's cute. I'll let it all dry, and then I will take a picture of it hanging up. Okay, this is your jute. You're going to tie a knot in one end. Okay, so tie a knot, and then just thread it through. This is going all the way through. You might have to tie a double knot. Let's see how thick that is. Oh, that's going to hold it. Okay, now you just need it to be about like that. So I'm going to give you probably extra jute. Just cut it off. I really love this one. So it's available with the transfer. If you didn't buy the transfer yet, you can get it with the transfer. If you bought the transfer, you can get it just with the chalk paste and the squeegee. If you don't need any of that, you can get it through the Etsy store, Creative Laser Art for You. And we're done. We'll just let that dry. We'll let the corners dry. Okay, so that is just, I like to show you those things. Okay, so it's not pretty right now. It will be. By the time that I get everything cleaned up, I can take that off. I'll go log onto my computer so that I don't get in trouble. I'm gonna pull this little string out. I love this one. It is so cute. So much fun. That was a lot of fun. Now, I could sell this to somebody and they could put their child's name or their family's name, like from the Browns. I could personalize it for them too. I know. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Let me put myself up in the corner here. Let's see here. Oopsie. It's always a struggle. It's a struggle sometimes. Okay, there I am. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun. We did a lot of fun projects this week. Don't worry, you'll be able to get them. You don't have to buy everything right away. They will be here for you. Okay, so don't stress and think, oh gosh, I got to spend all this. You can wait. It's only October. Okay, you'll have plenty of time to get everything. I don't want you overspending. Okay, all right. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I will be sleeping a little bit. I usually do my Facebook Live when I don't have a craft show. I do it in the afternoon, late afternoon, like 4 p.m. my time. Yeah, evening. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. It's Friday. Yay. Bye.